Good day, everyone. I'm sure by now we already have good understanding about what SAP is, what it's used for, the type of users that we have that uses SAP application, and also the type of view that is related to your user specific. And I have also shown us the type of master data that we can create in SAP Sales and Distribution that will support the system to be able to create sales order successfully, and we'll be able to execute all the sales and distribution job functionality in the easy access screen. Before I look into or I show you how to create an enterprise structure in the implementation guide screen, I first want to show you under which layer we will be doing this customization on. Because SAP is an R3 system, and what R3 system means is that we have three tier levels. We have tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 levels. Tier 1 is basically the end user that uses the graphical user interface to input data and also fetch data from the system. And tier 2 is the application layer, which is where most of us as a consultant, functional consultant, do our job tasks. That is where we create the master data, the transaction data, and the fact table that is related into the database. And the tier 3 is just basically the database and the analysis of the system. We are talking about BW, business object, business intelligence, and business warehouse accelerator. So that is basically what an R3 system stands for. So I will show you what an R3 system looks like with some blueprints and bulletin drawing that can show you under which layer we are customizing the master data that is needed for the system to function. Okay, I will insert a new slide in here for sure. Okay. Okay, first we need a database. Okay, I showed us something similar like this before. Okay, let's say this is our database for the company, and we have different kinds of database. We have Oracle, we have SQL database, and we also have SAP HANA. And I have explained to us what SAP HANA database is. SAP HANA is higher analytic performance. Okay, this is our database. This is where all our information is located, all the info queues, everything is located in here, and we have a R3 system that supports this SAP database. Okay, this is our database system, and let's say this is a ERP job, this is a SRM, this is a CRM, this is a EAM, and some other jobs that we can have in this database. And then with this database, we also need what is called our application. And let's say this is the OLTP. I believe you remember what an OLTP application is, and this is our OLAP application. So let me bring them down here so I can show you what the R3 system is actually like. So this is our OLTP and our OLAP. And OLTP stands for Online Transaction Processing, and OLAP stands for Online Analytic Processing. Okay? And in this OLTP, this is where we have our SAP SD application. The SAP SD application is located in the OLAP, so you can call that SD. Okay, we have SD. We also have FI. We also have FI, that is finance. So they all fit in the OLTP. We also have different types of OLTP applications, such as warehouse management, production planning. We also have quality management. We have customer service, and we have a lot like that. All those applications are called OLTP applications because they are transaction processing applications. Like we can run a sales and distribution transaction, we can run a finance transaction, and so on like that, like account receivable, account payable, and all that. For an OLAP, what we have in OLAP, I've given you this example before, such as business warehouse. That is BW. Okay, that is our BW. Then we also have business object. That is BO. Then we also have BI. And that is business intelligence. So all these are our analytics applications. These are analytics applications. And all these applications, they are able to function with the database because of our application layer. Or you can call it replication layer. So our application layer is right here. This is where our application layer is right here. So this is the R2 level. Okay, this is our application layer. where all the applications are in, and this is where we create our master data. And we create the master data from here, and we save them in our database. Okay, the master data are created through the application layer, and all those data will go and sit in the database, and they are job specific. This is the ERP job, so you are saving all your jobs in the ERP. Okay, you create that in there, and this is communicating with our database. So this is where we do the creation, and this is where we bring the tables that we need. So we create organizational master data, and when we create an organizational master data, it will bring it here to the application layer. So we have organizational master data. Okay, it brings that here. And let's say we also created our customer master data. And we have customer master data. We also have our material master data. And we say material master data. So all these master data are showing up here. And now we can have so many applications creating master data in the system, and everything will be here. But it is your job as a consultant to know how to customize which master data you've created, and to be able to provide these views to your end user. So this is the R3 system. This is the SAP Systems Architecture, and graphical user interface will sit here. This is the graphical user interface, and that sits here. And this is where our end users lie. This is where they operate. So all the end users are here. You can have many end users in the system. You can have many end users in the system that are using the computer. Okay, this is the R3 system. This is the basic understanding of the R3 system. And this is all our end user right here. And this is their computers that they will be using to log into the server, the application layer server, which is right here. And when they log in, what are they logging into? What kind of views do they have rights to see? Are they able to see the organizational metadata that they will be creating the sales order for? Will they be able to see the material master data that they are trying to create a sales order for, including the customer master data that they are trying to create a sales order for? As a sales and distribution functional consultant, I will be creating the table views that I want to see. All these tables are here in this SAP database. The SAP HANA database contains all the information, and that is called the info queue. It can really be more complex than I am explaining it, but I just want to make it so simple for you to understand. It can really be so complex. So those tables are here and they are called info queues in the database. Now, SAP HANA is so drastically fast, and the way they fetch data in a real-time manner. SAP HANA database provides its tables in row and column system, and that is one unique feature of SAP HANA database that no other database out there in this IT business world has come up with. Most companies are migrating to SAP HANA these days, so it is a very wonderful tool. I have skills in SAP HANA also. I can create an attribute in there. I can create a project in there. I can create users such as an administrator. I can grant access to the system, and I can create what kind of views we want to make available. Like from my SAP HANA database, I can also function as a SAP consultant by making views available to my end users. So I have skills in both in all the SAP Systems Architecture. So this is the main idea of SAP System. This is the big picture of it, and this is how our end user are able to get information from the system. So it is our job as a consultant to provide the table views that we want our end users to see. You might give this user the right to just create a sales order. You might want to give this user another right to be able to also perform a BW task. So I myself, I will be coming in from here, because my job role allows me to go deeper into the system. My job role allows me to go deeper into the system, so I have skills in the entire hardware system. But if this end user's job role is only to create a transaction order for our customers, they will only be having access into this application server, and they will be able to see views that I make available for them. This is all you can see. This is all I don't want you to see. I don't want you to be able to have access to this view. I want you to be able to have access to this view. That is my job as a SAP SD functional consultant, and also as an SAP HANA database administrator. So this is the main idea of that. So let's proceed and take a look at how we can create our organizational master data. And you are doing that, you are working on this application server by going into the implementation guide screen of the SAP SD application. Okay, organizational master data is simply known as enterprise structure, and it is the simple source of basic business data that is used across all systems. It is also used across applications and processes. It is mainly used for the entire enterprise, such as the finance, MM, SD, PP, warehouse management. These are modules in SAP SD, and also you can call them as the business sector. So the master data is cross-module functional. Like the master data that I need to justify my sales and distribution functional consultant, some of the master data for the enterprise need to be configured in the finance module. Some also need to be configured in the material management module. Some need to be configured in the production planning module, as well as the warehouse management module. So it is cross-functional. It is a skill that you need to acquire personally if I do not acquire the skills, I will not be able to justify my sales and distribution functionality the way that I should be able to. So that means I will be waiting for a finance consultant to come and maintain his master data before I can do anything in the system. So this makes me to be more productive. It gives me the ability to stand alone as a SAP SD functional consultant without waiting on any other consultant before I can justify my model functionalities. Okay, let's go and look at the application and how we can create an organizational master data. I already created one for Xerox. So I think I might just delete Xerox and then recreate Xerox customer master data and then reassign them again in the system. Okay, we already know we have to log into the system. The administrator will be providing me the parameters to log in with. So let's do language. Let's convert the application to, and it will be coming in as English, China, or Japan. The purpose of this training will be using English. Okay, this is the easy access where we log into the system, and this is the first screen that every application user, every SAP application user will see. And this is the R1 level, we have the R2 level, and then we have the R3 level. The R2 level is like the SPRO, which is the implementation guide screen, and this is where the application lies. This is where we make tables available, this is where we do customization, and this is where we also assign and do integration. So this is the R3 level, this is R2 level, this is where we'll be customizing our enterprise structure. And you have to define your enterprise structure first, and then you have to assign your enterprise structure. Remember, I was telling you it is industry and sector specific. This is the financial accounting. This is the logistics general, which is more or less the logistics execution module. This is sales and distribution. This is material management. This is logistics execution, where we have our warehouse and everything in our plant. Logistics general also has our plant. This is where we have our storage, shipping points and all that. So for sales and distribution, I need to have the company name. I have to have the company address, and I need the plant, and the plant will be created in here, and the division, such as printers, electronics, food and beverages. So the divisions will be listed in logistics general. Sales and distribution is run by sales organization, distribution channel, sales office, and sales group. All that is created in sales and distribution. Material management is where we create our warehouse and all that. And logistics execution simply is where we have the shipping point, storage locations, and some other important customization that might be needed in the system, but not really specific for sales and distribution, but maybe for another module in the system. We have plant maintenance and human resources. We can also integrate all that into sales and distribution. Human resources can know how many hours of work an employee is working a day and all that. So you have to create all these in here, and we are creating them for the company. So financial accounting always comes in place for almost every application, because this is where we maintain our company information, currency data, and all that. So first we want to create the financial accounting company code, the company name. You click on the INT activity right there. It will bring you to the system, to this view. And I already created Xerox. Okay, let me create another one. Let's say Apple. New entry. What is the company? You say Apple. What is the company name? Apple. What? Just for example. The company name is Apple. PLC. Company name 2. You say Apple. Then you want to give an address. You want to say, okay, this is in 2646 Atlanta. 2646 Fort W. Postal code 70341. City is in country, DE in language, say English, and the currency. Remember I was telling you about the currency. This currency is very important because this is the currency that the company will be doing business in. If you want to sell to your customer and you sell it to your customer in European US dollars, and you sell them to your customer in US dollars. So this is where you will maintain that. So let's say we are using euro. Let's say we are using euro. Okay, I like talking more about global because I do more global consideration. There are lots of things around GTS, which is global trade services, which we can use SAP for also. So you'll be having experience on that, how to be globalized, how to think globally with this application. So let's use euro. An entry already exists with the same key. So someone already used this company name in the system. So let me say US Cellular. Okay, let's say US Cellular. USCL. Okay, let's say that is our company name. Okay, then let's say USCL, and we say it is US Cellular. So I've already used Apple in the system. Let's say Verizon. You just need to have a unique code for this. So let's say Verizon, and this is Verizon telephone. And then we say the second name is Verizon PLC. And this is Verizon address. So you click enter on your keyboard, and then you want to make sure you save it. So when you click save, I want you to watch out what will happen. When you click save, this box will prompt up for the very first time you are using your application. This page will become blank. And what this request number is right here, customizing request is right here. This is your key. This is your unique key, and it is needed by your administrator, your systems administrator. Let's say you want to migrate from SAP HANA to a new database, or maybe what your client has a new database that they prefer to use instead of SAP HANA that they are currently using, and they want to migrate the entire SAP SD system in there. You will be providing this key to your database administrator, who is in charge of the migration of the entire system to a different database. And what this key code stands for is like a folder for the SAP SD application server. And that folder is where all your job tasks, all your activities, that's where you are saving it into. So you will be seeing this screen often. Almost every time you click on the save button, you will be seeing it. But the only people that will not see this is the end user. The end user will not see this because no matter what they save, it's already saving in your application folder. And you can know who is working on a particular task and all that through this key right here. So make sure you generate a key code for yourself, and this is how to generate. Create a new request as a first-time user. You give a description in here and just click save. That's it. So I already have one created, so I don't need to create a new one. So I'll go ahead and click this yes button right here, and what I just created will be saved into the system. Now let's go and check. Verizon Telecom. Verizon Telecom is already created. That is the company name, and this is the company information. This is where I maintained it. So this is the table. This is the master data table for my company. And I'm just starting to create it. It's the first thing that you want to do first because you need a currency. You need to know under what currency are you selling to your customer. Okay, that is created. Then you want to edit your company code. Okay, you want to create a company code for the company. Now this company code is the identifier of your company. It's a code that will be generally used in the system. And it is also the code that you will be using to assign your company to any other application in the system. Okay, you double click on edit company data and it will bring you here. You click on company code, and this is where you can assign your company code for your company. Okay, you put position in here, and you can look for any company that you've already created in the system, like zero. I already created zero, not zero. And that is my 030 service that I already created. So you can do new entries right here. And you put in your company code. You create a company code for Verizon. So I'll say Verizon VRZ. Give the name. Verizon company. What city are they in? Country, say currency, you say euro. Language, you say email. You click on this right here and you can input the address. What title is this? Is it someone or is it a company? And you can use the company name and say Verizon company. That is your mandatory. And your search term. How do you want to be able to search for anything about this company in the system? If you don't remember the company code, the company name anymore, there is a search term that you can create. So that search term you can put it in here. Let's say VRZ. That is the search term. Let's say VR. Okay, you can mention the address of the company, postal code, and everything. So I will omit that for now. I'll just say DE, I'm a region is 01. Or if you want to see how many regions is in there that you want to select, you can click on that little box that I just clicked on right there, and it will bring you right here. And you can select any region that you want. So you can tell anyone you want, so I just choose the first one. In the country, you can select what country you want to select. I just always choose Germany because I like thinking globally. We have Afghanistan, we have Brazil, we have Israel, Japan, Kuwait. All the countries we have out there are listed in here. We have Nigeria, which is NE. This is where I'm from. Okay, we have United States. United States is all the way down here, United States. So this is where you can select your country. And according to the country that you are selecting, it will be bringing the region for you, and you can select the available region for that country. Okay, and that's what you have to do in here. You click on this link to save it. All you've done, you click on save, and you see that folder box. Okay. After you save, it will tell you you have successfully saved your system, and that is that folder again. Okay. That is our company code, and then we'll go back to proceed to continue creating our organizational master data. The business area will create that, but I will not create that right now because it's without having a business area data, it will prevent me from doing some things in the system. But I will not create this right now. I'll show you why I need to create it later on. In the future, in case you are seeing any error message in the front end, you'll be able to know what this error message means, and you can go back into the system and know exactly where to go to fix that error message. Okay? So that is all we need to create in financial accounting, which is your define company and define your company code and provide the currency that this company is selling or making or doing their business in. So you close that and you go down to Logistics General and you define your plan. Okay, this is the manufacturing plan. Every company that is doing a business, such as Apple, they have a plan. It might not be Apple, they might not be called Apple, but they are known as Apple Plan. That is where they manufacture all the iPhones, iPads, iPods, and their MacBook and MacBook Pro and the iMac computer. So the plants are responsible for manufacturing that, and the plant has a huge set of infrastructure that needs to be created for them also. And we have the production planning consultant and we'll be working on that. So for you to create your plan, you will do new entry again. You give your plan code, the revenue plan. The name is Verizon Plan 1. You can have plan 2, plan 3. And you can say Verizon. You give your counting code. You are like it's not highly required, but let's say you give the city code. What is highly required in here is the factory calendar. So you want to know what factory calendar this plant is working on. Because according to the plan, the human resources will be able to provide information on how many employees are needed, how many hours is needed to be working on the job. So you won't be able to do that if there is no calendar in the system. So we always want to go by factory calendar. You don't want to go by any other calendar that is not working with a factory calendar. You can use factory calendar for the United States. We have it right there. Factory calendar for US standard. And we have, our hours go up and it also goes back down. So that is already maintained in here. Okay? If you want to go by factory calendar in a different country, let's say Germany, you just use 01. You give your city code depending on any. I just like going by the first one. Okay, and then you click on this to give the address, the location of the plant. Okay, this is the company. This is because it is possible, it might not be Verizon directly who holds the plant, it might be part of their partner. So you can say it is a Verizon partner company. And their search term, you can also mention that as VR. Make your search term the same. It makes you to remember what your search term is. You don't want to make it different because you have so many information in your hands, and if you are having a cluttered information and you don't remember what you used last, it can really give you problems in the future when you are looking for a particular code or a particular company parameters. Because this is a huge system. We touch a lot of stuff. We touch a lot of things. We do a lot of things every day. There's a lot of tickets that are being submitted, and you have to go through so many systems to find that information out. So you want to make your search term to be the same for one single company. Okay, it's the same way you give the company code, country, and then you say 01 and you save. Then you proceed to the next. After you save, you always bring this screen to create the company address, which I already know to create. So you click on that, and your unique ID is also there, and you are saving your folder. And then you go back to the system to continue creating your organizational master data. Okay, after defining your plant, you want to define your division. Okay? Define your division, and then you do new entries. Okay, Verizon. What kind of division does Verizon have? Verizon have phones. Let's say phones. Let's give a 2-digit code here. This is V1. So this is phone. Let's say Verizon. And you say V3, and this is Verizon. Okay? Once you save, and that will save your division. Division does not have any external address to be created because the division is located in the plant. You want to know what division the product we are ordering from. All of our logistics general, the division is just the basic of where products are and basic departments of the company. And then this is your folder again that you are saving this job into. You just want to check and be sure you are saving this job in the correct folder. Okay, we go back to continue, creating our organizational master data. Then we come to sales and distribution. We have to create all of this in sales and distribution because this is my primary module. I don't want to leave anything out. I have to create everything because I will be utilizing all these parameters, all these master data in my functionality during execution. So you want to create your sales organization. You just want to define the sales organizational code that you will be using. Okay? You say new entry and you define your Verizon sales organization as VRSO. Verizon sales organization. Your statistics currency, you want to say euro because you've been using euro all through. And once you give the statistics currency, if you want to activate rebates for this sales organization, if you want the rebate to be active, you just check that. And rebates will be a function that you will be using if you want to give a rebate to maybe your sales organization. And you check that you will be able to use rebate functionality here. Now, this is not just all you have to do in order to be able to use rebate. There are other metadata that need to be configured in transaction metadata in order for you to be able to do your rebate activity. But just for you to allow this organization that you created to be able to use the rebate system, you just check it for them so they'll be able to do it. You can have a different organization, and you do not want to give the organization the rights to use the rebate system because maybe they are just a partner or maybe they are just a third-party company who is willing to provide a sales service for your company. You can create the master data for them and not give them access to use the rebate. So you can just turn it off right here. Give the address, name, and all that. It's not highly required, and just save it. If I save it, it take me here because I like clicking here first. But let me save it and then it take me there automatically. Warning, change the statistics currency consist data inconsistency. Now, remember I said you have to make sure that the currency is the same as your company code. So you don't want to ever change this currency. You don't want to ever change this currency. You want to make sure it is the same for the company code. Then you put in your address, the company, what is the name, let's say Xerox agreed to provide service for us, and we give them the rights to use our rebate. And I just put that information in Xerox. Okay, I'm just trying to be creative here when I create a Xerox server. I know this is a Verizon sales organization, but the company that I put in there is Xerox because it is possible as Xerox might be providing service for Verizon, they might be providing services for Apple or US Cellular, for example, like that. So, you still maintain your start style as VR. That 01. And then you click save, and then you exit, and you confirm that your folder is the same. You click on that, and then we continue. Okay, that is our sales organization that has been created. Then we move to distribution channel. Define the distribution channel. Distribution channel is nothing more or less like online, offline. Is this customer calling in to make this order, or is this customer walking into the store to buy the order and pick it up right away, like cash and carry? So you go to new entry, you define your distribution channel, you give a 2-digit code, and let's say online Verizon, online, and then we say offline Verizon, on and off. You cannot give more than 2 characters, it will not let you. You have to just give 2 unique identifiers right there. And once you create that, you just save it. Check your folder is coming in correctly, and you click on that, and then you go back to continue creating your sales organization. If you just want to check if what you created is already saved, just put OV, and then you will see them coming up. That is online. And then you say FZ, which F is right here. FZ. And there it is, offline. Okay, just check if they are coming, that's all. Maintain your sales office. Okay, you can also go back here and just check to see, okay, what is this saying? What is this about? You can click here and just say copy, or if you want to edit or view or anything like that, you can view one and just see what it is talking about, and it's just going to show you, you won't let you edit anything, it's going to show you address for it, but I didn't select any entry here. Just going to show your address for that sales office and all that. Just the same way we've created for any other one that I've shown you earlier. You will be creating your sales office like that as well. So I will go back and do it again, and I'll show you how I can create a sales office for my own company. Okay, I'll say Verizon sales office, description, Verizon. Return. It will bring you to this address. Company name, and then you say Verizon company. You can say Verizon partner company. Give you a search term and yeah. These are the most important things that you want to maintain here. If you don't, it will not let you save the address. Okay, you created that and then you go back. Oh, I didn't say. Data was changed, still changes first. You want to make sure you save. Remember to save because whatever you created will not be the same also. I need to also go check if what I created was saved. The system will always let you know if you didn't remember to save before you enter the application server later. Because that's what we are in, where I'm creating all those tables, views, and everything. Master data. That's the application server layer. You enter and you try to leave, and you change something in there, and you didn't save it. The system will notify you, hey, you did not save. You want to save, or you want to remove whatever parameters you put in there. Okay, the license sales office, and yep, it is saved, and it is right there. Let me check my address if the address is also saved correctly. And everything is saved correctly. Great. Okay, we go back to continue creating our organizational master data by creating our sales group. In this sales office, who are the people working there? Who are the main people working there? The main key contact person. You can look for any contact person in here and you can get 3 unique identifiers to identify them. These are new entries. Let me see this one. 3 new entries. Rising 1. I'll say Destiny 4. Rising 2. I'll say Smooth. That is the supervisor. And I say VR3. I'll say Levi. And who is the site manager? The OS. Okay, and this is the GS. Okay, and I just have to say that is all. I just want to know who are the people, who are the contact person for that sales office, the sales group, the people in charge of the sales group. I just need their name and their contact information will be saved somewhere else in the human resources department, and we'll be able to locate them individually and get their contact information if needed. Okay, you check if they're saved in the correct folder. You click on that, and we continue to the next. We are still doing organizational master data, and we have just got done with financial accounting, logistics general, and sales and distribution. Then we move on to material management, and you just want to define this right here, and that's all you need to define. If you want to be doing purchasing, you can define your purchase organization here too. But maintain storage location is all we want to define in here. So storage location is located in the plant. So you want to look for your plant name and write it in the plant. You click restore. Once you give that, you give your storage location, you do no entry here. And we say browsing storage location. Okay, you click on that and you go to address, and you can give the address of the company right there as new entry, but we don't really need the address. You just want to do the address. There's a lot of other things you can do in here. And then you provide your address in here. But it's not highly required. We just need to create that. You know how to do this already. Just delete that. That's what you can use to delete. Just save it the way it is. Your plant is located in the storage location. So there should always be a storage location close by the plant in case you want to do shipping. So they are already integrated automatically. So you click save and then you check if the folder is saving and you continue. The storage location has been saved. Mind you, you want to have like a note, like a notepad where you are writing all these company codes because they are easy to forget. We have a lot of codes in the system, so you want to maintain a notepad for all your customization. Let me be sure it's safe. So it's giving me a lot of errors, but I don't understand why. Yep, it is saved according. We'll save it again, and you tell me data already saved. Okay, I can successfully go back out now. And you want to go back during this process to do customization and logistic execution. You want to define your warehouse and also define your shipping point. So warehouse, what I wanted to do with warehouse is you want to copy the entire warehouse in the system because warehouse is there's a broad knowledge about warehouse and what is needed. You click on copy. You want to copy the entire warehouse structure. Because there is a huge warehouse structure in the system, and we have to define it. So from what warehouse number and to what warehouse number. So you want to use 010. Or you can look for that warehouse number. The standard warehouse is 010. There it is. You want to use the lean warehouse. These are all the scenarios that you might think about in warehouse. There's a lot of tables that need to be copied, and we can maintain all these tables individually later on in the future. See, there is 151 warehouse entries found. So just use the standard warehouse 010. Double click on it and it will put it in here for you. And you want to define your own warehouse, so horizon warehouse. And you click on that and you will start to copy all the warehouse in the system. Just continue to the transport number message. Do you really want to transport number ranges? Make sure you transport number ranges because this is how our warehouse numbers will be identified. Okay, if you select any product in the warehouse, you issue it out, it will give a transaction number. So the number ranges is more or less like the transaction number for the warehouse. They are issuing the product to be shipped out to a customer. So you click here and you start to copy. So you wait till it's done copying and it will give you a message that the copying is completed. on that. Just click continue, and everything has been copied, and that is your warehouse number that you copied. Warehouse number copied to VRW. So just check if it's showing you here, and that's all you need to do. It's already saved for you. Just go here and check if your warehouse system VRW. And you should believe that. There it is. This is your warehouse. That's it. So that's all you need to do. And I believe that Xerox warehouse will be XRW for 0. Yep, that is XRW. Main warehouse. Should be able to edit the name. I'll leave it the way it is. Okay, after we define our warehouse number, then we talk about defining our shipping point. From what point is our shipping taking place? Define your shipping point. So you can think about how many shipping points an organization might have. You might have a large-scale company that uses a very robust system, and they have thousands of shipping points across countries, and you are responsible for that. So that's why we have more than one consultant. So just do new entries and then define your shipping point, the rising shipping point. Your factory calendar is 01. Your working times are not highly required, and you can put one in there. Loading time, round work days, all these you can maintain all these parameters in there, and they are not highly required. These are just simple parameters that you can confirm, and your company will be letting you know what they want to use in here, the address and all that. What you just need to be concerned about is this shipping point defined, and is the address also defined in the system. And provide the address, company, let's say, Verizon company, Verizon partner company, SAP Systems Architecture, and 01. That's all. Continue through the system, make sure your folder is being saved in the correct order. And that's all you have to define. Okay, that's all you have to define. If you want to go more deeper into human resources will be the one doing all this. Plant maintenance consultant will be the one doing this one. Controlling, cost consultant will be doing controlling. So these are all master data that I need to create in the system. This is organizational master data. So I have just defined them, but how do they share information with each other? I just defined them, but they are not related to each other yet. So in order for you to relate everything that you define to create integration in the organization so that they can share information with each other, you need to assign them to each other in here. For what company is my sales organization selling their product to? So that's simply a main reason why we need to assign them. So assign company code to company. So we define a company, and we also define a company code. But we need to assign that company code to that company. We can also have a different company code, such as a partner, someone who is, let's say Xerox, willing to provide service for us. I can give them their own specific company code and assign it to my Verizon company code still. So that's why we have to assign here, to know who is the parent company, who is the father, who is the grandfather of that company. Click on the IMP activity and you can go and create the assignment. Look for the company code right here. Verizon. This is Verizon. Yeah. Verizon located in Dunwoody. And for what company? Just provide the company in here. And that is Verizon also. I don't know what it is, so I will use that finder right here. And I will try Verizon. And it takes me right directly to Verizon. VRIZN. That is the name. Just double click on it. It will bring it here. And all you need to do is to save. That's it. Save it, check your folders. If you saved in the correct folder, you move on to the next one. If you already done your business area, this is where you'll be doing the assignment of the business area consolidation. So I will come back here later. But for now, we'll move on from here. We go to Logistics General. Assign plants to company code. What is the company code that this plant is producing for? So this is where we'll do the plant assignment. You look for it. You look for your plant. Verizon plant. I'm sorry. You do new entry and then you assign your plant and your company code. So the company code is Verizon and your plant is Verizon plant. Okay, it is showing you right here because I already maintained it when I defined it. So I already defined it, so it is showing here because it's already defined. This parameter is already defined when I was defining my organizational master data. So it has assigned them here, just click save, that's all. Check your folder. Next one. Make sure you save it. This is where you can also assign your business area to plant and evaluation area and also the division. So we'll be doing this later on in the future. I'll show you where and what we need to do in that so that we can take care of the error message we'll see in the execution of the sales order. Alright, assignment of sales organization. We only have to do the sales organization to company code, assign distribution channel to sales organization, assign division to sales organization, set up your sales area, which is sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Assign sales office to your sales area, assign the sales group to your sales office. So remember I was explaining in my previous presentation about how you can tell who is in charge of the sales department that is providing our sales for the sales organization and for what company and for what company code. So this will be justifying that. Doing this will allow us to know all those information. Okay, your business area account assignment is also coming up here, and this is where you can do that. So you have to assign all this because this is my professionality. I don't want to lose anything here. So you start with sales organization to company code, position, and then you start in the sales organization, realizing the code. It will take you there and you provide your company code, which is right. And you click return, you provide the company code right there. All you need to do is that, you click save. Go back. You are assigned distribution channel to sales organization. New entry. What is your sales organization? Verizon sales organization. And what is your distribution channel? You have online, which is OV. And you have offline, which is Click enter. It will give you all those parameters that you already created in the organizational master data, and then you save. Integration starts from here. There is more to integration, but this is just the basic things that we need to do if we are willing to integrate the systems together. Assign the division to sales organization. So, new entries, and then the sales organization that you created. Here, the division, I believe we use B1, and not BR and so this is division B2, this is BR and so division B3. So this is your phone, hotspot, and Verizon services. So you click save and continue. Set up your sales area. If you go for interview and they ask you what is sales area, just say sales area is the combination of sales organization, division, and distribution channel. That is the simple definition of the sales area. Click on this new entry and you give your sales organization, you give your distribution channel, and you give your division. Online, division, Verizon 1 or V1, VRSO, online, V2, VRSO, online, V3. We only created division for offline. We also need to create division for online, so that the system can understand we have two different types of divisions that our have different type of distribution channel that our division can run their business through. These phones can also sell online. The Verizon phone division can also sell offline. So you want to make sure you have that. So go back and the easiest way is just create the next one rather than doing all that. This one and copy all these VRSO. Okay, then they just change the division to offline. Change it to offline. Save it. So that's just a simple way I can show you how to copy things in the system and redefine it. So I use that a lot because it makes my job faster. And if you see all the things I just created right now, just by doing that copy, it's already created. Instead of me putting it in the video. Okay? Offline, online. There it is. So we continue in our assignment. Assign sales office to sales area. Okay, you do new entries again, and then you assign your sales office to your sales area. First you give your sales organization, so you give your division, distribution channel, and then your division here, and then your sales office here. Okay. Online, V1, sales office, VRSO, and then VRSO, online, V2, VRSO, and then VRSO, online, V3, then VRSO. You save. Return. You go back there. Copy. One, two, three. Copy. will be different. Online, which is the only thing that changed, will give you offline. Okay, that saved it for you, by clicking save. Great. We go back, and that is confirmed. We go back also, and we continue through this process. Assign sales group to sales office. New entry. Sales office, DRSF. What is the sales group? Destiny Forward, DR1. DRSF, Trade, DR2. DRSF, Levi, VR3. Okay, you save it. Check if this is still the same folder. Always check. But sometimes when we work on a different job or different folder, and we forget to convert it back to the same folder that we're currently working on. So we want to make sure we keep our folders saved on our notepad. Whenever we are taking a notepad for a company, make sure you save your folder transaction numbers on that notepad, and know that your notepad should be selected for the transaction. So any changes you make, you want to check and cross-check that this folder is the same before you proceed. Okay? Assign sales organization to distribution channel and then to your plan. Just look for the sales organization and also distribution channel. Distribution channel only, and your plan is VRSO, distribution channel SB, and the plan That's all you have to do, and you'll be coming in. Your plant can also be liable for selling, so the plant can always sell something out, maybe raw materials or something that you can purchase. So you can have online and offline media for that as well. And that's why this is also coming in as requested. So just click save and continue through the assignment. Okay, if you have a credit control area created or you need a different credit control active for this system, you would have defined your credit control area right here. Okay, controlling area, you would have created that. You would have assigned your controlling area to your company code right here. Assign company code to controlling area, and then you will come here and assign sales area to credit control area. So these are the people that will be doing your credit management for you. But I don't want to activate that, so I'll give that out of it. So this is just to show you how to create master data in the system. And then you move to the next one, material management. You want to assign you want to assign purchasing organization to company code. So just look for your purchasing organization if you have one created. Okay, we will not create a purchasing organization or assign it here because I am not going to be doing a purchase order requisition in the system. So this training is simply about sales and distribution. So I don't need this master data created. So if I have a purchase organization created already, then I'll be able to assign them here. But this has nothing to do with selling a product. This has to do with buying. So I am not buying, so I won't be customizing this. And as you can see, when I went to material management here, all we only maintain here is our storage location, which is already integrated into our plant. Is what I show you here. It is already maintained for our plant, VLPL, and the plant is just close by the storage location. And if you double click right here, you'll see that it is getting its address from our plant. So they already integrate into the plant where they will be getting the product from. The production is done here, and then the storage location knows that there is a storage location where they will go and seek all the product that they are producing will be stored in that storage location right there. So it is already integrated for us, so I don't need to create any material management assignment. I will be creating a material management assignment if I maintain a purchase organization. So I did not define a purchase organization because we are not purchasing anything, and so I will not be doing all these assignments for that. This is a job for the material management consultant. I can do it, but for the purpose of this training, I don't need to. Okay, then we go to logistic execution, and then we do our shipping point. Storage location. So we assign our shipping points to our plant here. So this is different from all the things we've been doing earlier. You find your you find your plant. Once you see your plant, then you click assign. You select the plant right here, and you click assign, and then you find your shipping point, which we already created, the rising shipping point. Okay, there it is. Just click on that box right there, accept it, and it will be assigned to our plant. So that's what you need to do here by assigning your shipping point to your plant. And once this assignment is done, the shipping point will be getting the product from the storage location that is located in the plant. Remember I showed you that the storage location and the plant is located in the same location. So when the plant is done producing its product, the product will go and stay in the storage location, and the shipping point is receiving the information of how many products is waiting in the storage location for them to ship the product to the warehouse, not warehouse, or to our distributor. So that is what this is doing. So just click save. Continue. And our organizational master data has been customized. Make sure it is saved. Click to go back. Our organizational master data has been customized. That is all we need to do in organizational master data, which is the enterprise structure. And if you want to check if the structure is created correctly, just for consistency check, you type EC01 right here in your transaction code, and it will take you here in the quick structure, navigation, continue to that message, you find your company, which is Verizon, right? Verizon. No, not Verizon Plus. It's Verizon. Verizon. Find the company there, and then you double click on that, and you double click on Verizon company, and you will see a structure. So my sales organization will be creating a sales order for a particular customer. And once we accept the sales order, and we tell the customer we do have the quantity because we are sharing information from the plant. The plant, we have the information from the plant that we do have the quantity to availability check. We will know how many quantity we have, and if we can meet the customer's inquiry about the product he wants to buy. After we put in the sales order into the system, the plant will receive the sales order, and then they issue the product to the customer. The customer might be coming from online or offline. So no matter what medium, the product will be issued and shipped. Once the product is issued, then the accounting department will issue the invoice, which is they will issue a bill, and the customer will make a payment. Once the payment is made, the payment will go and sit in the accounting logbook and also in the account number for the company. So this is simply called order to cash. If we do have a credit management created, we will also have a credit control business sector in this level right here. But I did not mention a credit control for this company. I only did for company, for plant, and for sales organization, so that I will be able to sell my product. So just see if everything is coming here. You can see all the things is customized, the Verizon company, your plant. You can see everything is coming up here. You can check the distribution channel. So the plant has a way to know under which channel we are selling to the customer. All you just need to do is to check if everything you created is in here. And everything appears to be fine. Storage location, your sales organization, distribution channel, your division, everything is coming here as we have customized and assigned them to each other. Okay? Let me just show you the one for Xerox that has a different business sector assigned with it. Let's go back and Xerox. I'll show you. Okay, this is the credit control area. The Verizon does not have a credit control area. It only has a company, plant, and sales organization. So for Xerox, when I was customizing it, I customized credit control area for it. So we do have a credit check that needs to be in the procurement or in the process of creating a sales order. We can issue a rebate, and the credit control area will check the rebate if it's correct, and they will accept it and grant the rebate. And then the company will also have the information about the rebate that they will be issuing out to the customer within 30 days. Or maybe within 50 days, depending on what the consultant is assigned to give for the rebate period. Or if there is a credit that is given, or maybe we are paying customer back after they return a product, and we check how much they paid to check if that is the same amount we'll be paying back to the customer. So that is what the credit control area is for. That's the functionality of that. But you can keep it out just like I have kept it out for Verizon. So I don't need a credit control area for the Verizon that I created. So that is why I keep it out. Okay, that is it for today. It's a long presentation. I know I had to talk about a lot of things that I want you guys to really about customizing organizational master data, which is also known as enterprise structure. And we've also seen how I customize the finance module, organizational master data, and how they are all related and why we need to customize them. So this is very important. So you can see it is a single source of basic business data used across all systems, applications, and processes for an entire enterprise. It is also known as organizational master data, and it is cross-module. And that simply explains all the things I just did in that video presentation, that it is cross-module. You have to create all these organizational master data individually in different modules and different business sectors. And we also understand about the R3 system architecture, what the SAP SD is and how it is an OLTP processing application, and what BW does, which is also doing analysis. And while our database is providing information to us and also to our end user, who only have access to tables that we make available to them. Okay? In our next video, we'll be talking more about customer master data, how we can create a customer master data and grant views to our end user. This is a customer master data right here. So I'll just put it right here. I've done the organizational master data. We have not done material master data. So in my next presentation, I'll be doing customer master data. Okay? Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.